Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. There's a new makeup trend in town. I don't know if you guys are having a hard time keeping up, but I sure am. This time, we're moving away from the bright pinks and we're going into what is coined the latte look. It's basically bronze looks, but there's an Australian makeup artist that I've been following for a long time that's kind of like picked up steam. Her name is Tanielle Jai, and I will have her YouTube channel and her Instagram and TikTok down below because she's just so talented. But she's like kind of known for these bronze toasted latte inspired looks. Over on TikTok, I think it was Rachel Rigler, which I actually met her at a Rare Beauty event last year. She's so sweet. She kind of like started this trend, I'm pretty sure. That's at least where I saw it. And now everyone's like doing the latte makeup look. So I wanted to sit down and try it because you guys know me. I'm very much a cool tone, very pinky, ethereal kind of a person when it comes to makeup. I do love my bronze looks, but it's been a long time since I've done it. And I did some digging on Tanielle Jai's makeup page, and she is very educational with all of her tutorials. And since this latte look has gone viral, she's kind of given out some of her tips and tricks. And this specific makeup look, the key is in the undertone, moving toward more of the warm, like yellowy, not too red undertones, like actual true caramel tones instead of like red bronze. So I pulled all those products. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna start off by moisturizing my skin. I'm just gonna use a bit of my Osea Atmosphere Protection Cream. Just to get started, I do feel like I need a little bit of hydration. She also mentioned a lip combo on her Instagram that I actually had both products and I really wanted to try, so I'm going to. I'm now gonna take this Iconic London primer. This is the Underglow Blurring Primer. I'm just wanting something nice and glowy underneath. In one of her tutorials, she kind of starts out by underpainting, and usually I go with very cool tones when sculpting out my face. But again, she was kind of saying that the warmer tones are key for this specific look. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know if I'm gonna like the end result, but I'm hoping. I'm gonna go into this Makeup Forever palette because it kind of has more warm tones than what I personally buy. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here and we're gonna mix it with the bottom shade and kind of create a little bit of a more like caramel toned bronzer situation. I'm just gonna start warming up the face with this, creating a bit of shape. These tones are not at all what I usually go for, and I may modify it just a bit as I go because I obviously want it to still look natural on me. I might actually take a little bit of this cooler tone just for like a hint of something more grounded, but I am going to start pretty warm. I'm trying to go out of my comfort zone with undertones here because I genuinely only ever use like very neutral, almost gray undertones when it comes to bronzer and things. I just feel like it's what flatters my skin tone best. But we're gonna start a little more warm and just see where things go. So I'm gonna actually take a bit of concealer. This one's from Natasha Denona. She said she doesn't use too much foundation, so I'm just gonna kind of use concealer to add a bit of coverage. I feel like this type of makeup look specifically looks nice on really bronzy skin, but you know, I don't have a natural tan, so I'm interested to see if this works well for more fair skin or if I need to just stick to my neutrals. Okay, now that that's all over, I might apply more coverage later, but I actually like where everything is at. So I'm gonna go into eyes now. I'm gonna start off by taking a bit of that warm cream tone, or I guess both of them, because I mixed two of the shades, and I'm just gonna start kind of buffing this color all over the eyes. I'm also gonna take that underneath the lower lash line to start to create some structure. It's funny because when I go for bronze colors, I usually skip over the more like mustard toned browns or like caramel toned browns. I usually go for other things, but I'm making it a point to like only reach for those colors, and we'll see how it turns out. I was going through my makeup and I found my Natasha Denona Gold palette, which I felt like had some really, really nice true caramel browns. So I'm gonna go into this color right here. Actually, we're gonna start off with the lighter one, this one right here, which is called Sand. I'm actually just using the same brush and I'm gonna apply that all over the eyes, right over top of where we just applied the cream bronzer. Also applying this along that lower lash line. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of depth with the slightly more brown caramel shade, or slightly deeper one in the same palette. It's called Teak. Basically just over top of where I just applied that first color, and then I'm going back in with the brush we used with the first color and just blending everything out really well. Something interesting that I learned is that she actually takes lip liners often and uses this as eyeliner. So this is the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner that I'm gonna take around the eyes. I've actually never heard of someone doing this, but I think it's kind of smart, especially with some of those more soft, warm toned lip liners. It makes a very nice, like, more subtle liner. I think it's very pretty. She also made sure to mention to not use any black liner when doing this look. So I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever Total Taupe, just add even more definition around that outer corner of the eye. There's some variations of this look where there's no shimmer and some where there is some shimmer. I'm gonna put a little bit of shimmer on. I'm gonna use the shade Alchemist from the gold palette, this one right here. Just a tiny bit, because I don't wanna like go too golden, but I want like a little something on the lid, so I'm taking just the smallest amount of that and pressing that onto the eyelid. All right, now she said she loads up the mascara, lots and lots of mascara. So I'm gonna do my Caliray mascara. And in one of the looks, she explained that she doesn't do any on the lower lashes, but we'll see how I like that, because I love a good lower lash mascara, but we'll see. Okay, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of powder. I'm gonna use the NYX HD Studio Powder. She also says she doesn't really use too much powder for these looks, so I'm gonna try to use a smaller amount, but I do love setting my makeup, so we'll see how that goes too. I'm gonna try to go a little more minimal on the powder. I'm just gonna keep it mostly in the T-zone. And now I'm gonna fill my brows, because I feel like nothing looks normal until my brows are on. Woo. I'm just gonna do that really quick. Okay, I'm taking my brow pencil and I'm kind of dotting on a few extra freckles, because she did do that in one of her tutorials, just to kind of add back in a little bit of a skin-like finish. Okay, I'm gonna kind of jump around a little bit. We're gonna do the lip combo because I just wanna see what that looks like, and then I can adjust the rest of the face. But I am gonna do the exact lip combo that she uses, which is Morphe Sweet Tea. I bought this forever ago, and then I just never used it again because I never use these tones. Like, to me, it pulls too yellow, but maybe it'll work. I don't know, let's see. I'm kind of filling in the corners of the lips with this too. And then she paired that with the Charlotte Tilbury Nude Kate lipstick, which looks like this. It's pretty like yellow toned as well. And I just decided, because I didn't really have a blush picked out, I'm just taking that same lipstick literally off my lips, and I'm gonna pop that onto the cheeks as my blush. And I'm kind of carrying the blush up higher, or the lipstick in this case, up higher under the eyes, so that it kind of has more of a sun-kissed effect. Kind of go across the nose a little bit with that as well. All right, now I'm gonna kind of assess the situation a little bit. I'm gonna add a bit of powder to the forehead and the cheeks so that I can go into a little bit of bronzer. I grabbed this one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is Vitamin D, that's the shade in her bronzer, because I feel like this is one of the only kind of yellowy toned bronzers that really flatters me. Like, it's a very caramel toned bronzer. So I wanted to add a little more something to the cheeks. I'm also gonna take this down the neck a little bit more. I don't have any self-tanner on or anything. I'm sure this look would probably look a little bit better on me if I had a little hint of color, but it is what it is. I am gonna also take a fluffy eyeshadow brush with that same bronzer, just kind of add it to the eye look a little bit. She also had quite a bit of product going into like this area here, into the brows as well. So I'm just gonna kind of do that. Do we like no lower lash mascara? Maybe we do. I think it looks better than I thought it would up front. Who am I kidding? I love lower lash mascara. I'm just gonna add a little to like the outer corner. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. I just need a little bit on that outer edge. Just for myself, just for my personal preference. I feel like I want a little bit of a glossy finish to my lips, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the Ole Henriksen Peptide Lip Treatment. And I'm just gonna press that into the lips, just for a little more glow. And then I'm gonna take what's left of that lip balm and pop it on the high points of the cheeks, just for like an extra fresh kind of a glow. She did mention that she likes to take a highlighter close to the skin tone in the inner corner so it's not super stark. I think I'll take maybe this one mixed with this one. I don't know, is this too pink? It might be. Hopefully it looks fine. I'm just gonna pop that into the inner corner of the eyes just for a little glow, and then take what's left and put it underneath the brow bone. Okay, I'm just assessing the situation, so I'm adding more bronzer. But I mean, this is like a really different kind of a look for me. I really like it. I'm gonna take a bit of my Surf Proof setting spray from Caliray just to lock this in. I actually love how I didn't use foundation today. I think it made things look really nice. However, I do feel like I need a little brow gel. So I'm gonna take my Anastasia clear brow gel and lock my brows in place. It does seem like she usually has a bit more of a fluffy brow look. So I'm gonna try to mimic that. All right, so that completes this makeup look, my attempt at the latte makeup trend. What do you guys think? How are these yellow tones working? I feel like honestly, as I step back, it actually works better than I thought it would. I was a little bit intimidated, especially when at first like the bronzer and contour was looking a little bit mustardy in the beginning, but I feel like once the makeup's done, it actually looks very fresh, very natural, and very like summery. It's a really great take on a classic bronzy summer look, but for me, I never really go for the more yellow toned side of things. So this was new for me as far as undertones go, but I love the monochromatic feel. And I actually love how this turned out. Let me know in the comments down below if you're into this latte makeup look. Are you guys like me? Do you usually stick to like more pinks, or is this something that you wear all the time? I would love to hear from you in the comments, so let me know. I will also have Tanielle's info down below, like I said earlier, because she's so talented, so be sure to follow her because she's the inspo behind this whole trend. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.